Hey guys, my name is Kinsey if you're new here, and thank you for watching. So for today's video, we're gonna be kicking off the Christmas season with some mantle decor styling. And if you don't have a mantle, that's okay. Just keep on watching because I'm gonna be showing you how you can get that DIY faux mantle look so you can really elevate your fireplace space for this Christmas season. I am so excited to show you a few different ways that you can style your home this year for Christmas, and let's just get right into the video.
Okay, so for most of these looks, I'm going to be using this garland, and I shared this in my decor haul, but I got this garland from A Floral, and that's the one on the left, and then the one on the right is a dupe for it that I actually found at Joann's. I am so excited about it because it is the same kind. It's the Norfolk Pine, but it's just so much cheaper. It's only $20 compared to the $70 ones at A Floral, and it's such a good dupe. I love it. So in order to hang the garland, you're going to want to use command hooks, and I like these clear ones because they're clear and you can't see them. So I'm just going to place the command hooks on my mantle in a whole bunch of different places, on the sides, on the tops, and just everywhere. If you don't have a mantle, that's totally fine. Use your wall or use your TV stand or whatever you have. Anything will work. This first look I'm going to call an asymmetrical garland mantle look. So I just have a garland that's floating off the left-hand side, and on the right side I just hung my chunky knit stockings and my rustic bells. I love the way this looks, very simple, and you can always add twinkle lights to any of these looks if you wanted to. I like this look a lot, but if you wanted to add just a little bit more pizzazz, I'm adding this beaded, roped, textured garland, and I just love the pop of color that this gives. And it also just really ties really nicely with the knit stockings because they're the same texture. And then the bells are just so festive, so I'm loving this look too. Okay, and then this next look, I'm gonna call it the droop. So it's basically like an asymmetrical garland thing, kind of like what we did before, but it's just a lot more droopy and has a lot more dimension. So I'm basically just drooping it. I added a little command hook to the middle, and then I'm just like hooking it on in the middle and then drooping it all the way over to the other side and command hooking it to the end of my mantle. And I'm adding 3 different garlands so I have a much fuller look, and you want to make sure that you like fluff up the garland so you can't see like any of the sticks, and so it just looks a little bit more real. I added some houses and some ornaments to the other side, and then my knit stockings to the other side. And I also added a little bit of pine cones here and there just to give it a little bit of contrast with color and textures. I love the way that this one turned out. I think that the swoop is just so appealing to the eye, and I just think that it's simple, but it's really visually interesting. So this one is pretty similar to the last one, but I think it's a little bit more classic. So it's a little bit less droopy, a little bit more just casually laid on top of the mantle is what it seems like. I'm adding that white and gold reindeer to the side of the mantle, and then I'm also adding these gold bells, and they're just like Santa's jingle bells. I think that they are so cute but also so classic and rustic at the same time. And then on this side I am just tying a chiffon bow. I just got these from Amazon, and I'm just layering a whole bunch of bows on top of one another until it looks full enough and until it just looks like it's filling the whole side. I love the simple yet classic look of this one. I just think it looks effortless, but it also looks like you tried. And I also like how the stockings are not there. I think that that's a nice little touch of just something different that you don't normally see. You could of course add stockings there if you wanted to, but I thought for this one it might be fun to just leave them out. So for the next one, I want to do something a lot more symmetrical than the last few that we've done because I want to just switch it up a little bit. So this style, I'm going to be putting a whole bunch of garland on top of each other and also shooting it down the sides just so it has that longer effect. And then I'm just adding 2 stockings to one side and 2 stockings to the other to even it out. And now I'm just adding a whole bunch of different pine cones in of different shapes and sizes and colors. And then I'm just layering in those chiffon ribbons again over those stockings just for a nice finished touch. So this next one, we're gonna take it a little bit more simple this time. This is a dough bowl that I got from Etsy. It was handmade and hand carved, and I think it's just beautiful. So I'm putting that in the middle, and then I am putting just some nice faux Christmas stems that I had. I got these from Joann's as well, and I'm also layering in some rustic bells, the same rustic bells I used before, and this is it. I kept the stockings on both sides with the chiffon ribbon, and I just love the simplicity of this. This is definitely something that you are going to want to go for if you don't want a whole bunch of Christmas stuff and you don't want that whole garland. This is a great way to just have such a simple piece. So I also layered in these ornaments if you wanted to just add a little bit more of a touch. I think that the symmetry of the colors between the white in the middle and on the 2 sides really play out perfectly with each other, and I love the knitted material of the ornaments and the stockings. I just think that they play off really nicely with each other. So here it is. I like it. What do you think? And then this last one is a little bit more tricky. So this took a lot of playing around with, but eventually I got it, and eventually it looked really good. But at first I was like, what is going on? This does not look good. So I folded, so you start with the ends, put it at the end of your mantle to the command hook, and then you fold it under, and then connect the other end to the same end of the command hook. So you're basically just gonna make 2 loops. And then I'm taking the shorter, like reeler, the one from A Floral garland, and I'm sticking that in the middle in kind of like a U shape. And then I'm gonna go in with the same chiffon ribbon, and I'm just gonna create a whole bunch of bows until I like the fullness of it. I also added some bells for a nice touch, and I love the simplicity of this, but I also think it makes such a big statement, and I really like how this one turned out.
Okay guys, so that about wraps up today's video. Thanks so much for watching if you've made it this far, and let me know your favorite style of mantle decorating in the comments. I would love to have a chat with you because I'm really still trying to decide how I should do my mantle this year for Christmas. So let me know your favorites. I would love to know. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any more home decorating content for this Christmas season. I have lots more to come. So excited about that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.